You've announced a climate transition action plan today, but Woodside is still betting big on hydrocarbons. Can you see a day when they'll no longer be needed?
I would go back to the science, and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change does extensive scenario modeling to understand what might the world look like in a Paris-compliant setting. And in their scenarios, there is still a continued role for oil and gas out to 2050 and beyond. Now, why is that, you might ask? Well, first and foremost, in gas for power gen has the ability to displace coal with half the life cycle emissions. Oil and gas are still also important as part of manufacturing processes. So things like the clothes we're wearing and the furniture we're sitting on are made from petroleum products. So the petrochemical sector is very important, and that's a growing sector. Manufacturing sector, gas is a feedstock to things like fertilizer, and as the global population grows, gas demand for fertilizer will grow. So look, we base our work on the work of these global scientists who give us confidence that the demand for our products will be robust.
But will it be a substantially different position once the big questions are settled? Big questions, for instance, about battery storage.
Look, at this point in time, battery storage really isn't competitive with other forms of storage. Even if you look at the Australian context, or even if you narrow the scope and look at a state, for example, you can build out renewables to a certain point, and that can be quite affordable, but you've got to have something to firm it. Batteries, one, can only go so far, and two, there's a point where it's cost prohibitive. So having gas, which can be quite flexibly used in a power generating sense, in many ways is the most cost-effective, environmentally and economically sensible solution.